Hi and welcome back. We're going to be doing the finale for Nightmare on Panning Street by the Pantastic Ladies. This is unfortunately a finale because they're not bringing it back for next year, which I'm really bummed about because I really enjoyed this one. But they picked a bunch of horror movies and tied prompts to them, and then I've been rolling in 6 prompts each month until last month when I'd run out of prompts to roll in. And we'll get into it. What we had left was for 7, something that was still in a box. We rolled in the Tower 28 concealer for 13 uses, and we reached that. For It Follows, I don't remember what the prompt was for It Follows. For It Follows, we rolled in the Unearthly Lipstick in Dreamy for 13 uses, and we reached those. And then for Blair Witch, we had rolled in the NYX Blur Foundation for 13 uses, and then last month I said we were so close to being done, I might as well just finish it, and so I changed it to a finish goal. And as you can see, we have cut that open, scraped out what we could, and finished that one up. And that took 21 uses. I was smart, I wrote it down. The only other one we've had in since practically the beginning, let's see, November, December, January, since February, we had the e.l.f. pimple patches in for a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, something Clean Beauty. And it claims this is clean. I'm not seeing where it says it. Oh, there's the clean and the bunny. I don't know if you can see the bunny. There were 36 patches in there, and that's what we have left. We have 8 patches left that we didn't finish. So this is the only prompt that we didn't get through. I had been thinking for a while now we probably weren't going to get through them all, because unfortunately mine are right on the lip line and have been right on the lip line for the most part, and can't put patches on those. They don't stick. So we'll hold on to these for when they're needed, but otherwise that's it. That's the whole shebang. We've gotten all the other prompts taken care of. So for Alien, we did Pillow Talk lipstick for 13 uses. Get Out, we did the ColourPop Pop a Cork gloss for 13 uses. Exorcist, we did the Adept Sumerian Sunset for 13 uses. Pet Cemetery, we finished up the Butter Bronzer in Light. For The Shining, we finished up one of the glow. We finished up one of these. No, we finished up 2 of these, because that was something you had a backup of. So we did 2 of those. That was last November. Friday the 13th, we used the Maybelline Blow the Candle Lip Liner 13 times. Cabin in the Woods, we used some shower steamers. We had 8 of those and we finished them off. For Triangle, something in odd shaped packaging, we did the Fenty Diamond Bomb for 13 uses. For Us, we used the Soul Body Bronzer 13 times. For Dracula, we used the Char Lip Liner 13 times. For Leprechaun, we used an NYX Olive eyeliner 13 times. For Nightmare on Elm Street, we used the Sephora Black eyeliner 13 times. For Paranormal Activity, we used the Tea highlighter from Rach Loves Pixie 13 times. For La Llorona, we finished off the ColourPop Honeydew eyeliner. For Rosemary's Baby, we used the Cabin Retreat perfume 13 times. For Smile, we used the Rimmel As If lipstick 13 times. For Candyman, we used the ColourPop Soda Pop lipstick 13 times. For Silence of the Lambs, we finished off a Hemp's Mary Berry lotion, full-size lotion. For a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like I said, we had these in and didn't finish them. For Christine, we used the NARS Radiant Foundation 26 times to finish it off. For the ring, we attempted to expose the ring on the Tankini Super Shock Shadow, except that it dried out and it just wasn't worth keeping, so we decluttered that after 29 uses. For Child's Play, we used the Odin's Eye Hey Reindeer palette 13 times. For Invisible Man, we used the NYX Pore Filler primer 13 times. For the Omen, we needed to use a 6-pan palette 6 times, so we used 6 Cleona singles 6 times, and we did that. For Talk to Me, we used the NYX Plump Right Back primer 13 times. For Evil Dead, we used my Nomad, where is it? Open. We used my Nomad singles 13 times. For Insidious, we used the Dreamer palette from Unearthly Cosmetics 13 times. For Hellraiser, we finished off a Paula's Choice exfoliator. For Hussera, we used the Infallible powder 13 times. For I Know What You Did Last Summer, we used the Milani Coral Crush blush 13 times. For 28 Days Later, we used the e.l.f. Power Grip primer 28 times. For Scream, we used the Adept inspired Arrow inspired palette 13 times. For Beetlejuice, we used the Devour blush 13 times from Unearthly Cosmetics. For Strangers, we used the Fenty Eavesdrops 13 times. For Reanimator, we finished up one of these pomegranate serums from Glow Recipe. For Changeling, we used my Natasha Denona gloss 13 times. For Babadook, we used the Benefit Crystal blush 13 times. For It, we finished off my MAC powder, and that took 17 uses. For American Psycho, we used the Glow Recipe Watermelon Toner and finished that off in 64 uses. For Sweeney Todd, we used the Olaplex number 6, 5, 10, 15, 17 times to finish that. For Emily Rose, we used my Huda powder, the Easy Bake and Cherry Blossom. We used that 13 times. For Annabelle, we used, let's put Rare Blush, we used the Rare Blush and Believe 13 times. For the Blob, we used Billion Dollar Brows Brow Pomade 13 times. For Dr. Jekyll, we used the NYX eyeliner in Brick Fire 13 times. For Hereditary, we used the MAC Single in Brulee 13 times. For the Conjuring, we used the NYX Glitter Glue 13 times. For Puppet Master, we used the Makeup Forever Pore Minimizer primer sample, and we finished that in 17 uses. For Psycho, we used the Tree Hut Pineapple Scrub, and we finished that in 13 uses. For The Grudge, we used the NYX eyeliner in All Time Olive 13 times. For the Mist, we once again used the Cabin Retreat perfume, which is by Memory. This is my sample from one of my samples from Scentbird. For Saw, we used the liquid green shimmer eyeliner from Lethal Cosmetics Avatar collab. We used that 13 times. For Midsummer, we used my Dandelion singles, fall singles, No Pan Left Behind. For Carrie, we used another one of the NARS foundations because we finished one up in the previous prompt. We used that 13 times. For Sleepaway Craft, we used the Lunar Beauty Gloss in Bitchcraft 13 times. For The Nun, we used a lethal highlighter called Atomic 13 times. For The Hills Have No Eyes, we rolled in the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, and we used that No Pan Left Behind. For Children of the Corn, we used the Christmas Ham from the Hey Reindeer palette, and we hit pan in that in 5 uses. Again, for Blair Witch, we rolled in the NYX, the NYX Blur foundation and finished that off. For Jaws, we rolled in the Lethal Avatar Water palette for No Pan Left Behind and did that. For My Bloody Valentine, we went No Pan Left Behind on the Unearthly Surrender palette. For Misery, we brought in the e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer, and we used that 13 times. For It Follows, again, we did the Dreamy by Unearthly 13 times. For Seven, the Tower 28 concealer 13 times. For Final Destination, we re-rolled in the Plump Right Back primer, which we used for Talk to Me. We used that to finish, and we finished that in 2 uses. For A Quiet Place, we used the Benefit Fan Fest mascara 13 times. And for One Missed Call, we rolled in the Odin's Eye Merry Christmas palette for No Pan Left Behind, and we did that. So those are all the prompts and correlating things that we did. So we got a lot of uses in on a lot of items this year for this project. And now it's done. And hopefully they'll bring it back in another year or 2 so we can do it again. And until then, have a good day.